always great content and getting better every video and streams.
Yo! Bonjour. Team Bugs and John coming in with their Prime subscriptions. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys muchly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Prime for 5 months specifically for Team Bugs, and John coming in with a 16. We got Calgon, the toothpaste, coming in with a Prime for 2 months. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are we doing, guys? We okay? Everybody all right today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are we doing? Very welcome. Bodge, Russ, Illogical over on Kick. Hello, hello. Ace, welcome. Let's go through Twitch real quick. Nemo HD, John, EU, Miro, Overway, Retro, CPR. Yo, yo, yo. How we doing? Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, guys. I'm really, really good. Techno, welcome, buddy. How are you? Over on the YouTubes, the early birds, we got Jinx, Gary, Lewis, Felix, welcome. Flannelist, Cashy, AA, Stealthy, hello, hello, hello. Any recommendations on the best way to learn how to repair consoles? Exclamation mark. LearnRepair in the chat is probably going to help you the most, my friend. Working and lurking. Lovely jubbly. What are you working on, Russ? This Christmas music, man. What's going on? Get off. I'm good. Thank you, Danny. How are you, my friend? Vacation to Spain. Lovely jubbly. Just in time to catch you live. Let's go. Guys, we're on a hype train, level 1. Thank you so much. 2 minutes 30 on the clock. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Bri, thank you very much for the follow over on Twitch as well. Have we one in the chat? Have you got your coffee? I mean, one in the chat. Have you got your coffee? In a JDT mug. Yo, Techno coming in with a 10 gifted legendary status memberships over on the YouTubes. Techno, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Wow, incredible, mate. Thank you. Didn't have to do that. You show way too much support everywhere, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who's got a gifted sub? Let's have a look. Tez, Morse, Fried, Myth, Stu, BNC, Sick, Paul, QD, and Watch Me Print. And then Norman coming in with a legendary status membership as well. Lord the Glove, YouTube getting the love today. Twitch on the hype train. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. I think Twitch has discounts on subs for September as well this month. I'll be doing this instead of studying. No, NJ, you should do your studying. I'll be here in the background. Hope you're well, Mark. My dad has a ROG Ally with a faulty SD card reader. We probably thinks it needs a reflow. Would you be interested? Probably not, Charlie, but thank you very much for the offer, my friend. Gennies. What's Gennies, Russ? Is that where you work? Gennies, Jennies? Andy, thank you very much for the follow over on Twitch. T for me, but yes, in my JDT mug. Let's go. One Pitco's got the coffee. Bodge has got their coffee. Yeah, we should all grab our coffees. Coffee good. Coffee good. So, chat, today, interestingly, you know how much I love to embarrass myself, right? We've got a return on eBay for a PS5 that I sold to somebody. Now, this PS5 specifically was bought from somebody who buys quite a lot from me as well. They logged the return last week, and when I messaged them about it, they didn't respond. So I accepted the return because they buy quite a bit from me. So, you know, just in terms of like a goodwill thing, I just thought, yeah, do you know what? Go ahead. I'll take the return back. And then they still haven't messaged me saying what the issue is, but I've got the parcel back now, and it's been about a week. So I haven't looked at it yet. I will test it and see what's going on. It's a PS5 disc edition, and it just says doesn't work or is defective. That's it. So I don't know what the situation to the nation is here. But like I said, they've purchased quite a few from me before. The order earnings from this was £228, and the total before transaction fees and the postage, etc., was £256.64. So it's quite a hefty chunk of money to refund as well. So I'll see what's going on. I like to start these conversations because at the same time, you know, if it's something that I can sort easily, I'd like to have the opportunity to send it back to the buyer. Do you want to know what the... I'm not going to say iffy because I believe them. Thank you for the hype, Joe, by the way. I'm not going to say iffy because I believe them. Like I said, they've bought a few things from me. The only thing I will say is it was a month ago. More than a month. Let me have a look. When did they buy it? They bought it on the 28th of July. So it's been longer than a month that they've actually had the device. And now they've come back and said it's not working. So I don't offer any warranties on my repairs or stuff that I sell on eBay. But again, more of like a goodwill thing. I'll take a look at it and see what the situation is because obviously I want happy people. And like I said, this person has bought several things from me before. So they've not necessarily got any reason to lie. You know, if it was somebody that, you know, it was the first time they bought from me and they weren't replying to my messages, I'd be a bit more like, what's going on here? But yeah, he's not actually, we've not talked at all. So I'm going to actually send him another message now. I know that I don't have to accept the return, but like I said, the guy is, the guy's bought a few things from me. So I have messaged him and he's not responded. So I'm going to reach out now. Wait, where did the message go? I did send a message. I put it on the return and it's just not come up. So let me actually send him a direct message right there. Contact, here we go. Standard. Keep one. Hard or soft taco shells? Listen, I'm going to come at this from a different angle. I'm not a taco connoisseur, donkey. I'm not. I can't verify the answer. My brain tells me soft shell. But I can't confirm. Sorry to let you down. Subwoofer, thank you very much for the Prime for 2 months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, exactly that, Bod. Yeah, so I have reached out to them and just said, you know, what is the situation with this? I've done it again. So I don't know if they've seen the first message or not. Because it was on the return. And I think the return's obviously nearly complete. So I don't know if they get a chance to see that. Maybe they just haven't had a chance to see it yet. Ninja. Hey, I saw your 3070 repair. It was a dope video. Nice one. Thank you very much, Ninja. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oka, morning. How are you, my friend? Stealthy, good afternoon. How are you? Joe, what's your most favorite console to repair and the one you like to play on? I don't like to play on any. Personally, I'm more of a console gamer. I'd say my favorite to repair is either going to be a PS5 or a Nintendo Switch. I like both of them. I know I don't have to accept the return, but again, it's nice to be nice to your customers because they are a customer at the end of the day. You have to accept the return on damaged or defective items, even if you have no return set up as per eBay policy, but only within the return window. So technically, you don't need to accept the return. Oh, so is there a certain amount of time on eBay that you get to be able to fire a return? I haven't repaired 360s, no. PS5 is your favorite? No, like I said, I really like the Nintendo Switch. And the reason I like the Nintendo Switch is because they're very easy. Because I have to take the whole like the whole Sally Spectacular spreadsheet thing into one. And when I think about ease of devices, it has to be Nintendo Switches, because if you think about it, they're very, very easy to post and pack. They're cheap on the postage. So yeah, I really like Nintendo Switches. I've just been, you know, if I could get a job lot of 1,000 Nintendo Switches, I'd get at a reasonable price that nobody's been into before and in good condition, I'd get them. Simple as that. Cardboard, welcome. How are you, my friend? Standard Windows 30 days. Well, I think they started the return inside the 30 days, maybe on like day 30 or so. Well, let's look at it, right? So the return was started on, let me see on my notifications. Can I see it? Be in my messages, I think. (26th of August). So the 26th of August was when it was raised, and it was on the 28th of July that they purchased the console. So they within 2 days. So they've done it within the month. They've done it within the month, because maybe the option wouldn't even be there if that was the case. So yeah, as a business seller, yes, returns are, as far as I know, a thing. Only during the return window policy as set out by eBay. Yeah, that makes sense. Sent request for a Switch OLED to be fixed. Nice, Reese. When did you send that? Sent it today? Oh, I saw this one. I've got it flagged. I'm unsure. Reese. Because I've got it flagged. I haven't responded to it yet. Because Reese said it got wet with Coke Zero, chat. Aye. Yeah, Coke Zero is one of probably the worst things I could think of. So yeah, I've got it flagged because I'm unsure whether to take it on or not. James, welcome. How are you? Maybe the guy just needs some cash and the return was the easiest. No, this guy definitely won't need cash. Like, he's bought a few times from me. He's a business. I don't sell as a business anymore on eBay now, though, so we need to check. Hi, Joe. You got any experience with monitors? I don't, unfortunately, Joe, no. Paul says, thank you for the sub to Techno. Coke Zero sounds sticky. Exactly that. Oh, generators. I see, Russ. Sorry. Yo, cardboard. I can't do otherwise. Hey, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Whoa. Please don't worry about that. How did they make the screen bigger in the OLED if the Joy-Cons weren't larger? Because they just extended it, pretty much. Is this another eBay track? Christmas track? Yeah, it's called Santa's Beard. I wish you could exclude Christmas songs. Magnum! Thank you very much for becoming a YouTube Legendary Status member. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate it. George says, found your channel a few days ago. Watched about 15 of your videos since. Enjoying your content, and I'd love to do the same one day. George, you watched 15 of my videos and you only found it a couple of days ago? Wow. Thank you very much for the support, my friend. Did you enjoy them then? Oh, Magnum. Hey, Joey. Just wanted to say thank you for your vids. I took up soldering because of your vids. You started soldering because of my videos? No shot. I saw a message saying the one you worked for me, the one you fixed for me is still working good. Who said that? And I've lost it, so... Kettle's on here. Lovely jubbly. Charlie's good. NJ says, I'm new. I only found the channel this week. I'm studying engineering, so I love this type of content, and it counts as studying. I see. Okay. The different soldering tips act differently when soldering components. Absolutely, yeah, because it's all to do with like the surface area of the heat. So different tips, bigger tips will transfer and generate more heat on the PCB, making it easier to solder. But obviously, it's harder to solder with bigger tips on small components. So you need to find a good balance. You need to find a good tip that will balance the heat transfer between the pad on the PCB and the iron solder. Can't find it. I can't find that message that somebody said. I was going to ask more of it. Hey Joey, love your channel. Any reason why the challenge episodes are coming out so slow? Challenge episodes? What do you mean, sorry, Humble? Are you talking about profit or loss? Getting into the Christmas spirit. It is September. I'm allowed to now, guys. I'm allowed to. Any reason? Because, I'll be honest, Humble, some of the stuff I've tried to buy on eBay, chat, I sent a message to somebody today. They've got some PS5s listed on eBay for £200 a piece. They're PS5 Slims. Now, when I sold a PS5 Slim last, I think it went for about £210. I can't purchase a PS5 Slim for £200. It's dumb. It's very dumb, right? They had 8 on there for £200. I said to them, let's do £150 a console, £1,200. I'll pay you now. £1,200. I'll pay you now for those 8 PS5s. They said no. I can't really go any higher, guys, because the rate at which, you know what I mean? I can't really go higher. Yeah, they're all faulty. All faulty. HDMI, no powers. Would have been perfect, man. Would have been so good. But they didn't want 150. And I can't do anything higher than that. It just doesn't make sense, profit or loss. Could I go 175? Yeah. But then the chance of me actually fixing them, I don't know. And it says on there, they don't know if the warranty stickers is intact or not. So they could have had 7 technicians before go into them and try and fix them. It's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. But I would have paid that £1,200 today. I would have paid them today for those consoles, and I would have had 8 PS5s, and streams would be Gucci. 100. I would say, so then I think you're 100% correct. I think 150 seems very reasonable. As it is. They wanted 200. Ads, welcome. Hey Joe, I was an early bird but I couldn't type as I was in the bath. Bit too much context, mate. A little bit too much context, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Why does that seem
Looked
smaller?
at a Nintendo GameCube today. Did some research first and saw my mate Vince have one on the bench. Opened it up and it was identical fault.
Nice.
On a Via.
Yeah, let's go.
The exact same vis.
Exact same Via.
Odds, tears of
I
joy.
love that overway. YouTube is golden. Hey, YouTube is absolutely golden. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate the £1. You're a legend. Thank you. Oh, wait. Who was it who said that on YouTube? Email says it was Calgon Gaming. Yeah, it was Calgon Gaming. You're right. Where's the message gone? Calgon, are you still here? Washing machines live longer with Calgon. Oh, it was Calgon on Twitch. That's why. I can't see it on Twitch. I can. Yeah, I can. The one you fixed me is still going strong. Calgon, you here? I'm having that issue here in Canada. I can't find anyone selling a broken PS5 for under 200 CAD. Yeah. Playing Forza at the same time. Lol. You said about the PS5. Which one was that? Sorry, Calgon. You said about the PS5 still holding up good. Can someone from the States send you a console if they wanted to donate it to the cause? Yeah, probably not. I'm going to say no. Thank you. Raining hard here. I love rain. Give me the rain. Give me the rain. Chat, listen. I'm going to do a video soon on this, because I think it deserves a video. Now, you guys have heard me talk about sometimes, like when people reach out to me and offer to send me stuff, and they always go, look, we'll send you this in return for XYZ. This company didn't do that. They've offered me an affiliate. I went back to them after they sent me this. Okay, listen, it's called Solder, and it's a portable soldering kit. The reason why I think it's so good, right, is because there's a lot of people who come into my channel and say, where's a good place to start? What should I start with? Blah, blah, blah. If you're a hobbyist who's looking to just solder a few LEDs or something like that, this is going to be perfect for you from what I've seen. I've not opened this yet still. It's just been sat behind me, right? So when I went back to them and said, am I okay to do some content on this? Because I want to be able to do some content on this. They came back and said, what content are you planning to do? Like, of course, go for it. Like, feel free to do it. Just as a FYI, let's set up some affiliation so that you can get some money from selling. If you manage to sell any of these, you get, you know, a percentage. I'm not going to, chat. I'm not going to. There's a couple of reasons why. I think when I do my video, I want it to be as pure as possible, right? And they've sent me the item, which is already like -1, I guess. But they're not paying me for any advertisement or promotion. And I feel like if I take the affiliation on it, part of me is like, well, it doesn't really matter, because if somebody wants to buy it, they will. I'm not going to force the sale. I'm going to, you know, I'm going to say everything I want to about this, because it's not a paid product or anything like that. So when I think about affiliate, I'm like, well, if somebody buys it, they're going to buy it anyway. So they might as well use the link, and then I get a kickback from it. But what I've said in my head, and what I'm going to do, is I'm not going to take the affiliate link yet. And I'm going to do a video on this, which, again, from a business perspective, is actually very stupid of me. Because if chances are this video that's going to come out, which is just going to be like an unboxing and first thoughts, because I don't know what it's like. I've got no idea. I've seen stuff. Muddy, welcome, by the way. I've seen stuff on the Kickstarter, and I've got an idea that it's actually more for hobbyists than somebody who's going to have a desk ready, sit down, an actual workbench. This is going to be for somebody who hasn't got much space. They move around a lot. They work, or they kind of, I don't know, just, I was going to say work in different places, but it doesn't really apply. But yeah, this is just for like a hobbyist, essentially, and just tinkering, rather than sitting down and doing console repairs. But that's why I was going to test it, right? I was going to test it, the solder, this thing here. I was going to test the soldering iron, and I was going to see like how much I'm going to be able to do on it. Maybe like a Nintendo Switch board. Is it going to be enough to do some soldering on a PS5 board? Just make some comparisons. It's a really stupid business move to not take the affiliate link, because when I do that video, that first video that comes up on the channel is probably going to do, the first video that I do on this is going to probably do quite well. And that's probably where I'm going to generate the most sales if I decide to do it. However, it just doesn't sit right with me. There's something about it that just doesn't sit right. So I'm going to say no to the affiliation link, but I just wanted to make you guys aware there will be a video coming out soon about this item. The person who's reached out to me about this has been awesome. Has been amazing, and it's been backed. It's had like over $800,000 raised on Kickstarter. So, you know, and they've had a lot of pre-orders. I think it's doing really, really well, especially in Europe. So I think it's a company in Sweden. I could be wrong. I'll have to, again, check my facts and get all of those things on board. But I'm looking forward to doing a video about this. There's something very pleasing about doing a video and you ain't being paid for it. So yeah, because you could just say what you want. You don't have to worry about hitting any, you know, certain points that they ask you to hit. Like you just, and you know what I'm like, guy. You just freestyle it. You just freestyle it. Are they actually shipping units to retail customers? I don't think so. Not yet, Tane. So they're taking pre-orders. So I don't think it's available yet. Yeah. It's called ethics. Stick to what feels right. Never mind the affiliate. Yeah, I just think from a business perspective, as a businessman, I suck with this decision because again, it would make sense to take some affiliation money from this, because if say like 10 people, I think this retails for like 200 euros. 10 people buy that, there's 2,000 euros. If they give me a 10% affiliation, it's 200 euros to me. So, but again, it's like, yeah, something about it just doesn't feel right. So what we'll do is, if I like the product and I'm like, you know what, this could be a really good alternative to having like, if somebody wanted like a starter that wasn't spending £500-600 on a soldering station, and they wanted to get something that had like, you know, a mat, a little fan, everything like that, an all-in-one solution to begin soldering, tinkering for 200 euros. This is not just for the iron. The iron in this is like, I'm pretty sure it's like $20 or something. I'm not too sure. Again, I'll have to check. It's an Atom, something like that. But again, I want to look at it. It comes with a little bag, so you literally can just carry it around, take it wherever you want, rather than being like sat down at a desk and you've got to have hot air gun, you've got to have the soldering iron, soldering station, multimeter, monitors, all of those things. You know what I mean? You just get it in one bag. So I'm really excited to take a look at that. I thought I'd just let you guys know that there is a video coming, and I'm not going to take an affiliate link for it. I'm going to reply to them and say, no, thank you. Thank you, but no thanks. I'm just going to run it and see what happens. And then if I like the product, maybe going forward, if I decide to do, you know, some more videos on it, I might include an affiliation link, or I might include one for the live stream. If anybody asks me, what would you recommend as a good beginner setup, I'll link them directly to that. But would you guys like to see a video on that? Because I think it looks pretty cool. The idea sounds cool anyway. I'll probably just mess around, see how it compares against my FX951, all those things. I've got to bear in mind the price point and all of those good things, but yeah. Right, guys, we're going to crack on, okay? Just finishing my coffee. Finishing my coffee! Do you know what? I've got to be honest. This coffee feels really good today. All right. These cases are so common, hey? I've seen a few of them now. Right. I'm thinking I might be able to get this one out as a video, to be honest, because the ones that embarrass myself and, you know, I get returns come through on eBay always seem to do really well. So maybe I'll be able to get a video out of this one. Let's see. I've actually got 3 PS5's here that I need to sell, FYI. Mr. Unicorn, welcome. What a name. How's that looking? Are we good? Yeah. Okay. Let's do this, guys. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's keep rolling. So I'm going to explain again for the people who have come in and for the sake of the video as well, what exactly the situation is here. I bought so much IPA, by the way. I got so much IPA. I bought 6 bottles. Because I went through like one single bottle. Not one single bottle, but I used the rest of a bottle up cleaning the Xbox Series X. Easy fixes to this stream. Oh, I don't know. Hopefully. I mean, that'd be good. Okay. So. Hey Joey, I bought a used Hakko FX951. What tips do you recommend, especially one for drag soldering? Drag soldering is a funny one, mate, because you want good heat transfer, so you don't want to try and drag solder with a small tip. The one tip that I specifically use on my Hakko is called a BCO2, I think. Doesn't say it on it anymore. I literally use that one and that one only. Sometimes I might need to use Big Bertha, and Big Bertha is a big one. But yeah, BCO2, I can't remember exactly what it's called. But Wayne, somebody who I've not actually spoken to or seen in ages, suggested this one to me, and it's all I use. BCO2? BCO2? It's not coming up. Let me type in soldering. So let me type in soldering, and I'll see if it comes up. Sorry, yeah, BCM2. Yeah, that's it. Wow, I've had that for 2 years now, by the way. Over 2 years, that tip. Hakko T15 BCM2. It will set you back £20, but it's good because it holds solder in the end of the tip. Garbage, welcome, buddy. How are you? Marv, welcome, buddy. How are you? Beast, thank you very much for the follow. M is, thank you for the follow. And DX, thank you for the follow. Luke, thank you for the follow as well on Twitch. Right, here we go. CADA A852AD plus soldering station. I've never heard of that. Sorry, Ralph. Never. Yeah, I hope you're well. Marv? So I received a notification last month from somebody that I'd sold a PS5 to on eBay saying that they wanted to return it because it was defective. They had had the PS5 for just under a month and I have no further information. I don't know what's wrong with it. It could be the disk drive. It could be no power. I've got no idea. And in this video, we are going to take a look. I'm about to head into work. I just wanted to say have a good stream. Keep inspiring people to be more brilliant than the average. I appreciate that, bro. It's very kind of you. Have a good day at work. Absolutely smash it. And maybe I'll see you when you're at work or something. You know, you put that monitor on or not. Do you work on the same table as your computer setup, or do you have a separate workstation? I have a all-in-one solution, which sucks. I can show you real quick if you want. My all-in-one, what I want is I would love to have a station that was not this. And I had one for gaming and my chill time and one for work, because then I could at least separate. Let me show you guys. Because I can show you from my perspective. Do you know what I was thinking about, chat, as well? And I don't know if you guys agree with this. I think it's a good idea. If not, let me know. Or if yes, let me know. Or if not, I guess as well, that kind of works. I hope it's going to load. Why is it not pairing? Here we go. There she is. Right, ready? Let me put it on to ultra wide as well. This is what I see. This is my POV, chat. This is my POV. Does it look weird from this angle? Does it look weird? This is my POV. It is a very deep desk. Ignore the chicken legs. But yeah, it's a very deep desk. As you can see. But yeah, that is like, so I've got all my stuff here. Obviously my mouse. I've got my FX91. I've got the Hako holders, isopropyl spray duster. I've got my hot air gun. I've got the Roxy DC power supply. I've got my 2 soldering irons there. My lights, I've got 2 lights that come down and light this area. Then I've got my ring light. Then I've got my camera up here. That's the Doge. Unfortunately, the Doge is no longer with us. Very, very cute. And then I've got, yeah, other bits. My scope over here, multimeter down there, and my two monitor setup. And then my PC's down on the floor. All right. Just to give you a little bit of a perspective. Yeah, it is hectic. And like I said, it'll be nice to have a place that wasn't so like work/play and just have like work and play, but it's what it is. I just looked up the solder on Kickstarter. I'm now very interested. Nice, Critical. There we go, baby. They are essentially getting free advertisement from me, but at the same time, I really like the product and I think it would do well. Looks hectic. I guess we need to film repairs in good quality. Facts, yep. A repair with a GoPro on the face would be crazy. Marv, I've been looking into that. I've been looking into having, you know, like they have the necklaces with like a strap here for my phone, and I could do like a POV repair. I don't know if you guys would like to see a POV repair. That'd be quite interesting, I think. a different perspective of things, you know? I think that stuff would do really well on like TikTok and short form. Yeah, GoPro on your head, something like that. Or just my phone with like around my neck with like a thingy. I don't know. Top-down view is good. Top-down view is good. Yeah. But like this, you know. One thing I would like is a better lens for the top. And when I say a better lens, I feel like this is enough. This is wide. This is 18mm, but it only goes into 55mm. There's a couple things that I need to change with the top-down, and it's my lighting situation, because I don't know if you guys have noticed in the videos, but sometimes if I'm showing something off, my lighting isn't great. So like if you look at that from the top down, what is that? You can't see the LTT logo on there. If you can, it's very, very, very like just about. If I turn it here where I've got natural window light, it's a bit better. If I turn it that way, nada. So I need to sort out my lighting, because my natural window light does me a favor, because that's why you'll see when I do my videos, when I'm explaining stuff in the videos, I'm always tilting to the right, because that's where I've got the lower, sorry, the window. Yeah. Lenses are very expensive. Yes, correct. Supreme, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Realised I've been watching a lot of Joey streams when I used to use the words situation without realising I was talking about it at work and got a funny look. I love that. I'm slowly sneaking in my vocabulary with viewers. That's amazing. Things I love to hear. Right, let's have a look at this console and see what's wrong with it, because I've got no idea what is actually incorrect with it. Where is me Stanley? Tell you what, guys, I am. What's that? Oh, I know what that is. I feel very weak today. I went to the gym and I felt very weak, and I was very upset with myself. One of those days today. I felt very, very weak. To the point of like, you know, who even was I? That's what I was saying to myself. Who am I? Do I have a right to be here? Beastman, thank you very, very much for the prime, my guy. A legendary move. Thank you very much. It's very kind. Right, let me pick this up then. What's that doing there? That can just go there for a minute, can't it? That can, my IPA can just stay there. Yeah, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. That's 5 subs today, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa. Appreciato magnifico. That's an old one. Is it open now? This isn't my box, so they put it in another box. Okay, here we go. So I've got the information. It just says, yeah, exactly what I've said already. Item defective is the only reason why this has been sent back. Ugh. Oh, here we go. There's a little bit of information on the back. Oh, is that tipped over? You're joking. There's a little bit of information on the back here, which says 6648. Overheat, it switches itself off by itself, I'm going to assume. And then they've put like a refund or something on the bottom. Okay, so it switches itself off by itself. So let's see if it actually just gets power. Did I put a warranty sticker on? It's very rare that I sell these consoles without putting a warranty sticker on. Didn't you already sell this one though? What do you mean? Sorry, Sedan. Yo, Lee, welcome. How are you? Microscope view and regular view at the same time. Ilya, welcome. Henry, welcome. Before I start taking that apart, let's just see if it powers on, because they're saying that it shuts off. That's a weird one, because I had a look at this on the eBay listing, and when I sold it, Yo. Swithin Bank, thank you very much for the Prime for 2 months. I appreciate you. And DX Tane coming in with a Prime as well. Guys, that puts us up to 7. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. I log serial numbers, and I also, on the listing, I put exactly what I've done to it, Stevo. So I'm more than covered there. So on the listing itself, console was purchased faulty with no power. Console did have previous repairs, but I've now fixed the issue with it. There was a short on the Wi-Fi IC, so that had to be replaced. Also a fault on the 5-volt line, a shorted capacitor, all resolved. Okay. So we do have confirmation that it was a no power and that somebody else has been in this device before I was, but I've claimed that I've fixed all of the faults that were wrong with this console. My testing is only limited. I can't sit around and play the device for hours on end. So the fact that this has been returned because it shuts itself off, potentially due to overheating, which I don't think is going to be the case, is a nice to know that it's just not a no power or something, you know? Where are you? Right, let's see if it at least power's on. No fan spin. There's no fan spinning in here. And a PS5 fan should spin as soon as it starts up. They gave me a disc. Ooh. Pog. Why is the fan not spinning? Now, if I'm fixing a PS5, in my videos, I usually test a PS5 without this side on, and I would 100% notice if a fan wasn't working. This makes me happy. The reason it makes me happy, I'm obviously sad for the person who bought this from me because I don't want that experience for a customer. But I think this has developed a fault after it's gone. I don't think this is something that I would have missed, personally. Just knowing like my ability to the repairs that I do. However, that is not 100%. I'm saying, you know, like a 85, 90%. But I just don't know why this fan isn't spinning. Uh, 297, 293. 2 seconds, guys. Let me check. What have you done? I've just turned it off, by the way, myself. But the fan's not spinning. That's good, though. I mean, can you imagine if all I have to do is put another fan in? Awesome. I'm just loading up my spreadsheet. Bear with, guys. Bear with. Apologies. Yes, yeah, this is definitely one. This is the same PS5. Okay, so now that I've kind of ruled that out, I've checked the serial number and can confirm that it is the same PS5. Let's see what's going on with this fan. I'm hoping, like I said, it's going to be a situation in the case where I can literally just replace the fan. That'd be awesome. Don't know why the fan would have gone faulty though, you know? How's the connector? Yeah, I mean, the actual connector itself seems to be okay. Maybe I should check and see if I get standby voltage on the rail first. Because I'm pretty sure all you need... I'm pretty sure all that's on here is standby. So let me just confirm that. Yeah, I like to think I cover myself in a lot of ways. I have the serial number, that's one thing. I've got the video proof usually, which is two things. And then I've got the actual fault listed on the eBay listing. So I've got a few different ways that I can check that this is definitely the PS5 that has been returned. I'm lucky enough that I've not actually had to experience any fake returns or anything like that. Because why would you? Yeah, I mean, people do. I get it, but you know. Can I just go off a screw here? What do I get? 9 volts. That's meant to be 12, I'm sure. 10 there. Ground is middle. And this is data. That's a weird 12 volts, hey? I'm not convinced the ground is good, so let me just put it on the middle. May have just sorted that out. GG. If it wasn't broken, it is now. 12 volts. So wait, is the voltage there or not? You see how it keeps going like 1 volt? 1.7 back down to 0? It did just say 12. Okay. Let me measure now that it's on. Careful, Joey. Careful, careful, careful. 12. Steady. See that? So it's got to be something to do with the standby voltage. Because that's a steady 12. Let me see if I can get on the data. Minus, but that might not be a thing until... Let me try and plug it back in. I'm going to try and hot plug it in. No, still nothing, look. And it's just gone back to the overheating side of things. Okay. So we definitely get the 12 volts, which is good, so we get power. It's just maybe might have an issue with the data, perhaps. Let me turn it back off. Casey, welcome, buddy. How are you? Okay, something like that. I'm just going to go with another fan, I think, quickly, just to rule that out. Because why not, hey? That'll make sense rather than all the messing around. Because it could just be a dud fan. If the fan doesn't spin with another fan in, I'm going to go for Southbridge, guys, because I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, or please verify if I'm correct, that the Southbridge controls the speed in which the fan rotates. That's got the heat sensor in or something. Is that right? No, it doesn't look like I've got a fan down here. So what does that mean? Data. So is that like PWM? Well, I don't know. I don't know. In my head, you've got the power, which is the 12 volts on the right. Then you've got ground in the middle. And then you've got something which tells the fan what speed to rotate at. So, which I'm assuming is going to be almost like a data power, right? I know it does provide a data signal. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's what the Southbridge provides, is the data signal to let the fan know what RPM to spin at. PWM is far left, I believe. Okay, so PWM stands for what? Power management, which is the 12 volts. But doesn't the fan just take 12 volts? And then the data on the left, we're looking at it from this perspective, plus width modulation. Oh, pulse width. Oh, pulse width modulation. Okay. On a laser, PWM is 0 to 5. So is the I thought it was power management. So is the PWM on the 12 volts, do we think? because I know that the data pin, I'm going to say data here loosely because I don't really know what I'm talking about. The data pin is the far one on the left. The power one is the one on the right. So the one on the left is what goes to the south bridge. So what's the difference between, so I'm thinking that this just gets 12 volts to power on, right? And then you've got an additional, you've got the data one to do the RPM. PWM is max 12 volts, as little as 0.5. Okay. It's a 3 pin. 1, 2, 3. Let me go get a fan and just rule that out quick. Because like I said, if the fan's gone on this, that's going to be a lovely jubbly. Into the loft I go. Into the loft I go. Into the loft I go, go, go. Into the loft I go. Oh yeah. Oof. All right. Let's get a nice nigh deck, shall we? Get away. Evil creature. Nigh deck. Nigh deck. What's this one? That's a blank one. Oh, I could just do blank, but I think I've got enough Nidex to use a Nidec. Do you know what I mean? No, we'll just go with this one. We'll go with this one because I like the look of it. We'll go with you. You're nice and clean. You don't have a name to you. That's fine. I think the Nidec ones are the better quality, I want to say. But I've got a few that don't have a brand name on it. Now, why wouldn't you put a brand name on it? You don't want people finding out what type of fan it is, huh? Give yourself the quality. Nidec, I believe, is quality. Unless this one that I'm replacing now is Nidec. GG. Loki, welcome. Whoa. Yo.
Boom, Mr. J. Good luck today.
Mr. J, thank you. Appreciate it. Firas coming in with a CHF2. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you. Appreciate it. The fan has a steady 12 volt and the ground in the middle and the PWM line which controls how fast a fan spins with applied voltage from 0.5 to 12. Oh, okay. So it has two lots of the 12 volts essentially. PWM is pulses of 0 and 5. Somebody else is saying. The fan has three spins. Ground, 12 volts, where it's drawing power from, and the PWM signal, which switches the 12 volt onto fan motor or a longer, shorter time. Longer the time, the faster the fan goes. Yeah, let's just hope it is the fan. Agreed. Because if not... Oh, it's not Nidec, it's Foxconn, chat. Roger, roger, roger. Foxconn. Okay. Let me just plug this bad boy in. Now, what do you think? It's time for a prediction. Twitch, gamble all your points. Manage prediction. Was the fan the issue? Yes, no. What should I give? I'll give 1 minute. What do you guys think? Bet all your points. Yeah, it could literally just be 50-50. Techno, I don't know if you're still here, but somebody said someone gifted me a sub. I don't know who, but I want to say thank you from BNCBD. So thank you, Techno. I'll pass the thanks on for you, BNC. I'm sure he is watching. I hope it's the fan. I hope it's the fan as well. If not, I'm going to go Southbridge. Because I'm getting 12 volts. If I'm getting 12 volts, then I think it's going to be the connection. PWM. The Pulse Magnetic Magnifier Witching Station, as they say. Yes, Moonlight, I agree. That's why I said it'll probably be a Southbridge situation, unfortunately. I'm really paranoid now that this game that came with it is like some kids, you know? So again, I will contact them and say, do you want me to send it back? Because this has come with a disc. It's not my disc. It's been returned. I'm betting on you have to do some reballing for this one. I hope so. Was there PWM voltage on the board? No, it was showing as minus 1.5 volts AU. Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. No, 76%. Wow, guys. So Del Boy, big up Del Boy, coming in with 5k repair points here. 24% of people said yes. You guys don't think it is? All right. Let's have a look. All right, on 3. Is the fan going to spin? Let's just, we know it's going to turn on. So what I'm going to do is just close up on the fan. You ready? 3, 2, 1. You've all been scammed. You've all been scammed. Faulty fan. Wow. Chat, it's not very often you see that, hey? Not very often you see that. Yeah, so the repair itself was fine. It was just a fan. This is why you have to be super careful, right? Because this customer doesn't know this. So the person that I've sold to, I now have to go back to them and just say, to save a little bit of my reputation, I'm going to go back and say, hey, just to let you know, for whatever reason, the fan became faulty and I've now swapped it out and it's all good. That is going to be why the console was overheating, etc. Hence why it was shutting down. So I've put this fan in now, which is obviously going to keep the console cool. And it's good for multiple reasons. I can list this straight back on eBay now and just say, and I'll be open and honest, I'll put that on the listing as well and state that, unfortunately, you know, I had it sold originally. There was an issue with the 5-volt line. We fixed that. And then it came back to me because it was overheating. Turns out the fan stopped working, which I don't think is anything to do with the repair that I had, considering that, let me just clarify as well, this fan, from what I'm getting from the chat, it has 12 volts provided to it and as like a standard for the power. And then it's got the PWM, which stands for, guys, what is it? Pulse widget manipulation. What is it? Pulse wide manipulation. Which is which is pulse. All right. Serious faces, guys. Come on, what's going on? Why you guys confuse me like this, huh? Pulse width modulation. And that goes from 0 volts to 12 volts. So I don't think there's anything here responsible on the 5-volt line that would have caused this to break, unless it was something Southbridge related, but the Southbridge wasn't touched on this board. I'm pretty sure it was the Wi-Fi IC and a faulty cap or something like that. So yeah, just say PWM. Yeah, okay, fine, the PWM. Pull it together. This is as raw as it gets. So I'm just going to check now that I actually get a display, because that would be GG as well, right? I'm hoping they cleared their account and stuff, you know. Check for SSD. Guys, if this has got an SSD, I don't think it's going to have an SSD because this was given back to them, and it's overheating, right? This feels loose actually, so I reckon they did have an SSD in here. Maybe not, because the screw hasn't been moved, unless it was one of the longer ones. But yeah, I mean, it's still on, and if I go to check now on HDMI, I have found an SSD, yeah. I can't for the life of me tell you what episode it was, but I have. You'll have to have a look through. Sinker, welcome, how are you? Yeah, I can confirm as well that I've got a picture and it just says your PS5 was not turned off properly, which actually makes me think that somebody just didn't reset the console, because I'm pretty sure in the event of that happening, what you should technically do is reset the PS5, because you don't want anyone seeing your data and whatnot, you know? I might message this guy now and just say, hey, just to let you know, it's been fixed. Controller does that thing, man. You can never pair a PS5 controller on the first occasion, even if you leave it for as long as I do. It's very weird like that. I don't know why that happens. Anyone else get that? On a PS5, you can't pair the controller on like your first plugin. It always takes like 2. There we go. Yeah, they didn't reset it. So I'm going to reset this now real quick. Or did they? Wait there. No, they didn't. It's just a user 1 situation with Destiny. Settings. System. Reset. Reset. Yeah. Enjoy your points. What's being repaired right now? A PS5, my friend. It could just be, yeah, something shorted that fan out. You know? Should we take the fan apart? Chat. One in the chat if you think I should take the faulty fan apart. I've never done that. I don't even know how I would do that. I don't think you can. I'll try though. Right. This has been reset to factory default. Now I've got 4 PS5s to sell. Okay. Now I've got 4 PS5s. Zol, thank you very much for the Prime for 3 months in a row. I appreciate you and your face. Thank you, my friend. Yep, it's reset. All good to go. Cool. I really need to list these consoles because there's too many now. And I'm going to start getting confused with what the issue was for them. You know what I mean? For the sake of science, I wholeheartedly agree. I think that's a fantastic cause. I keep banging my keyboard on the desk because I'm a moron. I think the fault was in the wire or the connector, potentially. Maybe you guys can tell me. All the wires look there. They have little PCBs, right? Yeah, there is a PCB on here. I just do not know how I get to that. Does anybody know how to take a PS5 fan apart without completely dispatching it? Whoop. Whoop. Hammer. Nice. I honestly don't think they can be without destroying it. Yeah, I agree. Looking at it just like on the face of it. Because I think I might have like looked at one before to try and find out, but take off the top sticker. I don't think there is a top sticker. On the fan sensor, you'll see a small round sticker. Peel back the sticker carefully. It covers the bearing shaft. There we go. Nice. Thank you. There is a sticker then. Right. And guys, tell me to warranty sticker that, please. Right. Now, before I forget, I'm going to do it. Don't make me do it. I'm going to do it now. Ow. Hello. Oh, we're running out of stickers.
14 months of great content and knowledge. Keep
Das. Thank you, mate. I would disagree. Nonetheless, I really appreciate your support, mate. So thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, sir, for your commitments to the channel, Das. Tier 1, 14 months. Can I just say, guys, a Tier 1, a Prime is obviously amazing. Any support is obviously amazing. A Tier 1 shows somebody is paying monthly to support what I do. So, you know, thank you so much, Das. I massively appreciate it. You're a legend. So this is a sticker, is it? Supposedly. Is it? Doesn't feel like it. This is where things get dangerous. Myth, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube Legendary Status member. This is for your second month now, my friend. Thank you. It's very, very kind of you. Appreciate you. So apparently we can just... Bonjour, Rodney. You guys are so smart, man. Okay, right. That could have ended really bad, couldn't it? That could have ended horrifically for me. So I'm just going to place my hand over this whilst I get takey a party, you know? Wait, what? Is it not like a... Well, it doesn't look like there's a sticker or anything here, does it? And these look like molds of some sort. You know? I don't think I can get that off, can I? I don't care what I do to this, by the way, because obviously it's faulty, so... Stickers on the other side. Don't do that to me, Bazaar! It's not. But don't do that to me, you cruel person. How does this even come off then? It doesn't, I'm sure. I don't know if there's a way that you can get this out. Like how? There isn't. There's no sticker on the bottom. There doesn't seem to be anything on the top side. Unless it's covered like under here. You know what I mean? And I can't just... Can I just pull it off? No. Sealed direct drive fan. Those in, you think? Yeah, so I can't get to it. That's really annoying because I want to see exactly why it's not working. I can see there's a PCB. I can see there's a... Can you see the PCB just here? Which is obviously where the stuff goes to. But I can't get to that. How does this... It just doesn't, does it? It's just not worth it. There's a few big coils down there as well. There's one. I think there's 4 massive coils under that PCB. 4 of them. Yeah, it looks press fitted, right? So I don't think I'm going to be able to actually confirm. And it's going to be here, isn't it? On these notches, because you've got the plastic, right? Grind the cover away or cut it. It's just not worth it. No, it's not, is it? It's not worth it, chat. It's not worth taking a look at, is it? Unfortunately. Trash, yeah. If it's already broken, there's nothing to lose. Yeah, my eyesight. Because I know what I'm like. I'd be a fool. I don't want to cut it. It's very hard plastic, you know. It's not like soft plastic, which would easily come away. It's very hard plastic. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not. I'm going to use the word competent enough to be able to sort that one out. On the fan's hub center, you'll see a small round sticker. Peel the sticker carefully. It covers the bearing shaft. Underneath, there's usually a tiny rubber plug or metal clip. No, it doesn't seem like that. No. Yeah, there is no sticker. It's plastic. It's not a sticker. But yeah, that's the reason as to why that PS5 came back, hey? Does anybody know, on the conversation of it? I don't want to say it. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Wait there, chat. £120? What the? Guys, the PS5 Pro and the PS5 Slim, do they have the same chassis? The panels? Or are they different? That's right, the covers designed for the PS5 Slim seem not to be completely compatible with the PS5 Pro. If the bottom case fits without the bottom case fits without problem, the same cannot be said for the top one. The issue is the teeth that join the case. AliExpress, guys, how much a PS5 Pro cover? £1.53? There's no way. Oh, it's the sticker. I was gonna say that's I've heard some things. £19 isn't too bad, is it? Those Spider-Man ones are cool. Over 248 sold as well. You have to love AliExpress for certain things, chat. Hey, you do. AliExpress for certain things, you can't beat it. I'm looking at if I go eBay and I type in PS5 Pro plates, £40 minimum. AliExpress, £19. Free shipping, just have to pay probably tax on it. So probably talking like 24 quid, I imagine. Ed, welcome, buddy. How are you? You're probably talking about 24 quid. And these are the digital ones. And they look cool, man. These ones look cool. PS5 Pro plates for digital edition. Custom side face. Yeah, they look nice, man. You've got the plates for the disc one there. I can't believe people are selling the stickers. Wait, do they sell PS5 Pro power supplies now on AliExpress? And I've got another question, chat. Is the PS5 Pro power supply the same power supply for the PS5 Slim? They do have PS5 power supplies Pro on AliExpress. They've got a bunch of Slims and over 291 sold. Interesting. Very interesting. £20 on eBay, black plates. Really, Loki? Where are you finding that? Are you finding £20? Wait, whereabouts are you? Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at £18. Hold on. Replacement plates for faceplate for PS5 Pro Disc Edition. Wow. They're not digital. Faceplate. But you're right. £18. I just had to scroll down a little bit. 32, 43, 40, 40. There's a lot of competition on here is what I will say. PS5 Pro plates digital. 28. 26 to 37. Model digital. £37 for the digital. £37. Okay. Wait, what's that for? PS5 Pro Digital Edition, £19 for the grey ones. Yeah, exactly. How much do you trust a PSU from AliExpress? That is the question you want to be asking. They look good, but I don't know how good they would be. Here we go. Cover plates, ABS. What's ABS, chat? Is that like a plastic? Is ABS a good plastic, yes or no? Digital edition, $21.59. What do we think, chat? ABS is good. Should I buy them? Yeah, I'll buy that. Same plastic used to make Lego. Okay. I 3D print in ABS. Cool. I'll buy them. I am also looking at a 94.5% positive feedback on that seller. Wait, it says 98.2, but when I go to checkout, it says 94.5. How does that work, chat? So when I go to buy, it's got 94.5%. But if I go back onto the actual seller and I look at the place, it's 98.2. Why is that? If I click on their page, 98.2. But when I go to checkout, it says 94. What's the postage on them? China. So AliExpress. I might as well go AliExpress if they're going to be from AliExpress. Hot Cows coming in with a Prime for 3 months in a row. Thank you, my friend. Brand new. That looks really cool. That blue one looks really, really good. Free delivery from China. Again, they're just not very good eBay sellers. Do you know what? I'm going to go AliExpress. Why? Because I can't believe I'm saying this. I trust AliExpress more than I do some of these eBay sellers. Is that bad? Right, how much is this with VAT? Let's have a look. VAT included? What? VAT included? £19, chat. September 9th. Paid. £19. That's everything. Am I right in thinking AliExpress now has like a warehouse in the UK? I've not looked on Amazon. Too late now. £70, £39. There is a £20, £44, £23. These have all got like fan vents, you know? Because there's so many people selling now, hey? I think I would have been good at that at some point. I think I would have been a good eBay seller. Saying that is weird because I do sell on eBay. But I think you guys know what I mean, right? I think I'd be a good eBay seller. Next day from the UK warehouse. Lovely jubbly. Bugsy, how are you, mate? Welcome. How do you say about sending in the US? Still takes over a week to get. Yeah. Have you noticed have the tariffs affected AliExpress in the US? Have you seen that like stuff's more expensive, guys, or the PS5 case OEM is ABS? Oh, okay. Oh, ABS PC polycarbonate, not ABS standalone. There will be a difference. I see. Okay. Price increase to US customers. Gotcha. So like a 20%, right? I'm looking forward to receiving that. I don't know whether to make a video out of that, chat. I don't think I can make a video out of it. Can I make a video out of that? Each item like $1 to $3. Gotcha. Okay, fine. So I'm not talking about the plate. Sorry, I'm talking about the fan. It wouldn't be a very long video, that's for sure. It wouldn't be a very long video. But I think it makes for an interesting story. The fact, again, those videos do super well when they get returned. I'll think about it. I'll see how I feel. I'll see how I feel. Was there anything else? I should have prepared more for the stream again, because I thought that, I mean, look, it come back to me and it said item is defective after receiving it back. So I thought, what could this be? It could be interesting, right? Not a fan replacement. I didn't expect that. Good job I spotted that the fan wasn't spinning, because can you imagine if I didn't? I just started taking it apart and testing things. Lord Glove. That's one thing I'll say. And that's one thing I'm going to make a note of. Maybe like wrap up the video with. Good job I tested. And that was going to be a very good point in the video. Make sure you test. So I do have another thing that I could take a look at. And I could start this off as a profit or loss. But I am fully aware that people don't enjoy watching my videos back as live streams as much as they do when they haven't seen me try to fix something. One thing I will say is the PS5 plates for the Pro. Don't assume that the Pro that I've got is working. I'll just say that. I'll leave it on that. I'm not going to say anything else about it because I don't want to ruin anything for you. But just don't assume is what I will say. I watch anything you release, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Reese. It's very kind of you. I do have something. I do have a Nintendo Switch OLED that I need to look at, but again, that might be for a video. The alternative thing that I can do here is I could just stay live and pack some stuff for my shop.
Joey, just sit there and tell us what you had for tea every day this week and we will still watch.
I doubt
Fixing
that.
stuff is overrated, emo, haha.
Thank you so much for the £5, Tom. I appreciate that. I mean, I could, because I'm kind of thinking to myself, if I was to end the stream now, what I'd have to do is I'd either have to record the video for the profit or loss, or I'd have to probably look at listing up some of these consoles on eBay that I've fixed, and I could do the latter whilst live and just talk to you guys. But I know that this isn't like a... Oh, wait a minute. My wife has just messaged me. Hold on, chat. This could be cute. My wife has just messaged me and she said, 40 seconds in, we've got a little giggle. Let me just see what this is. Wait there. Because, guys, for those who don't know, we had another baby. We had another baby. We got mini JDT now. He looks like, what's his name? From Tarzan. When he was born, he looked like, what's his name? I want to say Turk. That's it. Yeah, he looked like Turk. If you guys have seen Tarzan, one in the chat, you've seen Tarzan, you know what Turk looks like, right? You know, with his hair, with a quiff. That's what my baby boy looked like when he was born. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I said to my wife, I said, chick, you should see this kid's hair. And she said, Joey, shut up. Get him out of me first. That's how that conversation went. She said, I don't need to know that right now. I said, okay, cool. Back I go. But yeah, he got like the little quiff and stuff. She said, can we not concentrate on that right now? I said, yeah, fine. Fair enough. That's a good point. Let me just listen to this. 2 secs. Chat. Does this count as a giggle or not? Does this count as a giggle or not? You tell me. I need you to vote so I can tell my wife. Because she said, I think I got a little giggle. Obviously, it upsets me that I'm not there, right? Does this count as a giggle, yes or no? I need you to listen. Is that a little giggle? I don't know. I hear like the, but I don't hear like a giggle. You see what I'm saying? I hear a, it's a pity laugh. Do we all agree? Do we all agree? It's like a pity laugh. Yeah, do you know what? I think that's defo one giggle. Okay, fine. All right, you guys win. I'll let him know. So yeah, we had a Bubba, and Bubba looks like Turk. Let me see if I can get you guys a picture without. Let me see. I can't really show you any further. There isn't any. I mean, that's a crazy one. That's a crazy one. Oh, wait there. Let me see if I can I like, I don't want to put a sticker over him, you know? But chat, when I tell you, this guy had so much hair on his head when he was born, it was crazy. Yeah, this kid has so much hair on his head. Right, let me just message back. Note to self, PS5 fan is not serviceable, correct. Yeah, if anybody says, can you fix my fan in my PS5, say no, I can replace it, and that's about it. Just to let you know, I fixed the issue. The fan had died, and it wouldn't, and I highly doubt it would have been like that when it was sold, as I test and play a game or two after I've fixed. Fan replaced, all working now. There was a disc inside PS4 Destiny. Would you like me to send that back to you? You think the LM might have suffered from the heat and fan not working? LM? What's LM? Left mid? Hello, guys. You can't give me tips and stuff while I'm doing nothing.
For a microscope?
You can't. No, I don't. Do you think LearnRepair might have suffered from the heat and fan? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. I mean, I'm going to go ahead and confirm that it wouldn't have stayed on long enough for that to happen. If they had continued doing it, the worry there is that they kill the APU. If they keep turning it on, and the fan is just not going because you're heating that APU up so much. But again, the console is there. It shuts down to prevent it from that happening. So I think it'll be fine. Dino, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I don't, mate. I don't. And it's so... I haven't chased them on it, but they said September was when they were going to have one back. Listen, I'll tell you what. I do... If you're looking to get the same scope as what I've got, guys, right? Which, by the way, is a Tom Love. Tom, I'll see if I can get an affiliation link on Amazon. Tom Love Digital Microscope. And I'm going to go 3D because that's what it is. Let me see if I can get you an affiliate. Tom Love 3D IPS. Yeah, there's one right here. Are they back in stock then? 3D IPS. With the dual lenses, the arm, everything. 195.49. 8 left in stock. Oh, 242 for the same screen. But it's UK. Yes, but it will... Sometimes it's smart enough to take you somewhere for your country. So if I do this and go onto my Genius link, wait there. Let me amend the link. Because what Genius Link does is it transfers it and applies it to Amazons in different countries. Where are you from, Dean? Are you from US? So I paste that link into Genius Link, and then it will go, you can use this for different Amazons in the world. So here we go. Perfect match in France. UK. I'm affiliated in the US. Affiliated, there we go. Search found. So if I save that now, it should work in different countries. So I copy that link. Copy to clipboard. Germany. I'm not affiliated in Germany. Take that link and let me know if it takes you to the scope. I'll be very interested, chat. Let me know. Click on this link, right? And tell me where. It's just an affiliation link, by the way. So, I mean, if anything's purchased on the link, I'm not telling you to purchase anything. I'm just saying for testing purposes. Tell me if it works in different countries. I'd like to see a different country each here. I know it works in the UK. I know it works in the US. Dino says Germany. So it'd be good to see if it works in Germany. Amazon Netherlands. Yeah, UK works. I know that. So Amazon Netherlands. Does it work in Netherlands? Amazon UK 242. Yeah, for that's the 10-inch. So I've got a 10-inch. Netherlands, it works. Nice. I've never been to the Netherlands. No, it's one place I'd really like to go. I've heard nothing but good things about Netherlands. Nothing but good things. Bragging again. Calm yourself. Seems to work. There we go. I don't get a kickback for it because I'm not affiliated in Germany. So the way that it works, the Amazon affiliate stuff, is if you purchase a link, if you purchase something using my link, if you're in the UK, I get a kickback. If you're in the US, I get a kickback because I have an affiliate program with the US and the UK. If you do it in France, Australia, Germany, Poland, wherever it is, I will not get a kickback for that. So you have to have an affiliation with each country for it to register, if that makes sense. Yeah, it kind of sucks. I wish they just had one global affiliation program so that wherever you bought, for example, I would then get a kickback regardless of where you are. But it means that you have to sign up and do all the tax stuff for every single one. And because my audience is big in UK and US, it makes sense to do those two. So if you have an item with affiliation on one Amazon country site, I wonder if my boss will notice if I buy it on the company card as I save £40. Probably. I wouldn't recommend it. Do we know if the Tom Love has a clip-on stand, or is it like a wish, or is that like a wish list item? A clip-on stand? I have no idea what you mean. Sorry, Dave. It's got a screw stand. It's not a clip-on. What's the distance above your work you can go max? I don't know. Very large. Because it comes with the W lens and the L lens. A W obviously being the width. So you can just put the wide, sorry. So you can literally just put that on and it will be very, very, very high. I get none of it when bought somewhere else or another country. No, Mako. Nope. How is it 3D? On the lens. Look at this. You guys are about to be blown. Do you want me to show you fluids? Because you're about to be blown away. I'm not trying to sell this. This is not something I'm trying to sell. It's just easy for me to tell you about because of how much I love it. Ready? Look. This is the lens. So this is the L and you get the W, okay? You get a cap for each one as well, I'm pretty sure. So you get a switch between 3D and 2D. See that? Watch. Blow me away. I'll blow you away, my friend. Watch this. So here we have our scope. Let me power it on. Over to the microscope. This is our 2D. So I'm going to look at what? This screw bit. I guess this isn't really a good example. Let me get this PCB here. PCB. Look at that. Yeah, it's cool and whatnot. Can we just confirm that the quality is great, guys, of this microscope? I think we can all confirm. The quality on this scope is fantastic. Yeah? And it's manual adjustment, which is what I like. So there we go. Really nice scope. You can see everything that's going on there. All right. And I'm just using the basic lights that come with it. Let me switch to the 3D. Look at this. If I want to see a component that's flat to it or however it may be, look at this. 3D. Let's look at the port, shall we? Let's look at the port. People who saw this for the first time were like, oh my gosh. This is the 3D. Look at that. So if you didn't think the view that I just showed you was good enough, have I blown you away? Yes or no? I can see the organisms living on that port. I'll do one better. Let me turn it to the side and show you some of the components. Look at that. That is a cinematic shot. I can see every single bit of solder on that cap. The quality's disgusting, guys. I can't lie to you. I don't talk about it enough, to be fair. Look. Look at that fuse. That LED, sorry. Look at it. I'm holding the board here, yeah. Why is it called 3D? I think because it portrays a 3D image. So it kind of looks like, so you can see here. I don't think you'll be disappointed with the quality of this. Look at this, man. If I needed to read components on the board, look, you can't get clearer than that. I'm holding it quite close. Look. It's ridiculous. And that's the L lens, right? If I grab the W lens, we get a wider POV. So if I get the W lens and do 3D. Guys, look at this. Look. Even that is sexy, and we get a wider POV. Look at that. Can you see? See how far away? What? 2D or 3D? Dino, what's going on? I don't believe what I'm seeing with my eyes or hearing in my ears. Dino coming in with 5 gifted subs to Garbage, Christian, Nobody, Chiller, and Vaughn. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted D. Thank you for the support, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you. On the W lens. What? So you want to see how far up the scope goes? On the scope side. Okay. So look at this, right? What I'll do is I'll raise it up like Westlife. Okay. Now, I'm going to go one further here and help you guys out. What do you mean, Joey? How are you going to help us further? Let me show you. I'm going to go onto my phone and I'll put camo on and I'm going to show you exactly how far away this is from my desk on a wide thing. Tell me when you guys can see, okay? I was waiting for my phone right there. Why is my phone not pairing? I literally just paired it, no? There we go. Right. So this is is this 0.5? It's ultra wide 0.5. Feeling alive. Ready? So, you guys can see now, or should be able to see, I think. So that's how far away it is on my desk. Can you see that? So what are we talking, guys? Maybe 30 centimeters? Do you think about 30 centimeters? And that's the mount probably fully extended. I don't think you can extend it up anymore. So that's 30 centimeters. So you can fit quite a lot under there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is put a PCB. I'll put this PCB here. Right. So we've got about a 30 centimeter view there. Yeah. Okay. And if we go over to the microscope and I adjust it. Look at that. You guys see that? Darkness, thank you very much for the Prime subscription. 11 subs today on Twitch. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god, that was subscribers. I thought the music took a turn. So yeah, that's that. Why it's like that? Can you switch from the 2D to the 3D? Oh, what? Max out? Yeah. I mean, that's showing my cables. Wow, look at that. It's showing under my desk, by the way, guys. Please don't judge. I mean, that's picking up PLDs. Look at this. You guys won't believe how far away this is, by the way. You guys will not believe how far... even I am so shocked. Look at this. Ready? Look. I'm not going to move this, okay? Watch this. Ready? Know where this is? And that's where the scope is. What? How? How is that a thing? What? So we've got a microscope. That I don't honestly no words. Yeah, it's like a 45-degree mirror kind of periscope thing. Yes, I agree. We're back to the 2D, and then we got this, and this is the width. Now watch me switch out the W to the L. Ready? W. Oh, to the L. It's just straight swap and changing focal. Look at that. Oh my God, Graham coming in with 5 gifted. You guys better chill out. We're on a hype train level 2. Guys, we're on level 2 hype train. Graham, can you confirm whether was there a discount on those subs or no? Was there a discount on gifted subs, or is it just like tier 1s subbing yourself? Because Twitch has said that September there's gifts. Discounts. Graham, thank you very much for the 5 gifted too. Kube, Speed, Just, Y, and Chris. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. Now, the issue with operating this high is that you might get a little bit of wobbliness. 25% off, it says here. But is that on gifted, or is that just on if somebody was to subscribe themselves? Thank you very much, Graham. I appreciate you. It's very kind. So yeah, guys, all in all, listen, I love this scope. 1995 for 5. Oh, is that that is discounted then on gifted subs? No, let me check. Just so I don't get information wrong when people gift subs, etc., and do all of those things. Gift subs. Oh yeah, save £5. Wow. So there is a discount on the subs for the whole of September. That is absolutely nuts. 30% off. Yeah, that's crazy. September. Yeah, September. GG. So does that make sense? And just like that, I'm tempted to get my bank card out and replace my Amscope. No, Andrew. The thing is, Amscope is an incredible brand. I did message them and say, look, do you want to do something? But they unfortunately they didn't want to, which is okay. They did link me to a bunch of their microscopes, which is cool. But they didn't necessarily want to do any work. I wanted to test out some of their stuff because their stuff's expensive, right? So I did hit them up and say, look, have you got anything that you can recommend? And they said, no, not really. And I was like, oh, okay. That's strange. You made me realize I have the wrong scope. Honestly, I just assumed that Tom Love was just limited. I have the one with the base, which limits your working height. I see. Yes, Dave, that makes sense. That makes sense. I'm glad I've helped you realize that, though, so that you can now make a change to make your life easier. But I am waiting on an official link from Tom Love to get an affiliated link from their website. But again, they haven't necessarily got... I'm going to do that now, chat. I'm going to email them right now. Because they were amazing, by the way. Do you guys remember the customer service that I got from Tom Love? Hey. Alec live 4K, looking at yours, I swear they're the same, at least from the outside. Yeah, I think a lot of them use the same sort of designs, hey? Guys, thank you very much for the hype train. Level 2, 1 minute left on the clock, 77% of the way to that level 2. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Hey, Joe, what's the best way to practice soldering? I destroyed my PS5 boards the other week. How did you destroy them? In what way did you destroy them, my friend? Joey, not asking to dox yourself, but what area is your accent from? The south of the UK. My PCBs have arrived from China, spending the day soldering up my new power supplies for Technics turntables. Lovely stuff. Lovely jubbly. Nice. I wanted to do some practice soldering boards, chat. I did want to do some JDT practice soldering boards. What's your thoughts on that? Just like some LED lights, I wouldn't know where to start. My PCB design skills are very, when I say very newbie, almost non-existent. I know basic, but very non-existent. But yeah, I'd love to do some practice boards. What would we include in a practice board, chat? So say, for example, it would be like, it would just be like JDT and it lights up or something. I'll show you an example, right? Look at this. This is what I'm kind of thinking. I don't know how I would do it, though. Sounds like fun. Yeah, let me show you an example. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, okay? Do you know what? This is what it is. Judge me as much as you want, guys. Judge me as much as you want.
Hello, hello, hello. I can't even speak. Hey, guys. Oh, goodness, Joey.
Nothing changes, chat.
Hello. What's going on, gang? If I'm just trying to... Right.
This was me practicing my soldering
guys,
skills.
If you're here and you've just joined the stream, if you do want to hit the like button, feel... But if you have done...
This.
How to measure to make sure that I've soldered these okay. Should we start with that? Because I've got...
The size of those blobs on the board. Something like this, though. SMD soldering practice. But like, maybe we could have, in the center, we have LEDs so that it lights up a JDT. 0402. They had different sizes. So it's like they've got 1206, 0805, 0805, 0603, 0603, 0402 down here. So I was thinking just like a little practice board with some small components that you can do that. I want one. One in the chat if you would buy a JDT soldering practice little PCB like this. You guys would actually buy one? When this video from you lost some puppy fat, I was a big boy. I was a big boy. Bodge, what did you just say? Guys, who is really good at designing PCBs? Anyone specifically in the JDT Discord? No, I'll be using PCBWay. But I'm just wondering if there's anybody who's really, really good at designing PCBs and that could help me with this. Got someone on Fiverr to design me mine. Very simple schematic and boards. Let's do something like display correct amount of thermal paste. The thing is, guys, I have to make it affordable, right? So what I'll do, yeah, PLD would be a good person to speak to. Hey, if you make one, how much would you sell it for? That's the thing. That's the thing that I need to work out, and that's what I was going to come to next. Paul will be great if he has the time. Yeah, exactly. It's probably going to take up a bunch of his time. And what's good? Does anybody know good software? If I buy something from the UK, it's hard because the UK not being in the EU anymore. Yeah, that's true. KiCad. KiCad. Is KiCad easy, chat? I've heard about KiCad. So what would I need? I'd need the design for the board, schematic, and the components. Do you think I'd buy the components from the UK? There's PCB practice boards on Amazon, nothing functional. Those kits on Amazon are $7 with Prime or less. That's the thing. I need to be careful here because I can't charge too much. But obviously, if I want better quality, it's going to be more expensive. I designed PCBs. Takes me about 30 minutes to do. Discord, Phil! ! Discord, and you'll be able to join on there, my friend. You do a schematic first and design a board, but KiCad do both. Yeah, I'll be using PCBWay for sure. Bot's not working, is it not? It says inactive on Kick, but it says YouTube is fine and Twitch. It must be a API thing because it seems to be fine. I'll turn it off and turn it on with her. Refresh. It's not working for Kick for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Let me try again. Is it working on YouTube? What, is the whole thing down? Oh, here we go. So it's just Twitch, it's not. It's just been a bit janky on Twitch. There's the Discord invite. Yeah, KiCad's got issues. So is Twitch. And they use the same stuff. They use the same infrastructure. Kick and Twitch. So I wonder if it's got something to do with that. Blue and Paper coming in with a tier 1. Paper, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription on Twitch. Guys, we're at 17 total subs today. Thank you very much. For those wondering, we're at a total of 459 total Twitch subscribers because I took that information off the screen. I put subs today. just to try something a little bit different. But just for those curious, we're on 450 odd. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. You've helped me more than that sub is worth. Thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you. I just think a JDT practice PCB would be pretty cool to have. Not even necessarily, you know, if I can make some profit from it, that would be cool. I have to make it worth my time and everything along those lines. But I also think that just having, I mean, learning would be cool. Actually designing a PCB for once in my life would be really cool. As well as just having that out there for people to purchase and have as like not just merch, but an actual practice PCB. That's cool. That's cool. Garbage says around about the $20 mark for a functional practice board. Is that price reasonable? It depends. It all depends on so much. It all depends on so much. I have to work out all the cost. I have to work out the cost and see if it's even slightly worth it. Maybe programmable JDT. Maybe something JDT branded. You know, it'd be awesome. A functional component tester built. Be cool. It'll become more profitable the more you buy it once. Yeah, I know. Yeah, but then I'm worried then if I don't sell. That'll be like my first sort of buy and sell situation, you know. I don't want to have to put up a bunch to then that's the game, I guess, isn't it? That's a risk. Make a crossover content for other creators as well. It'd be fun to see. Hey, Chris, welcome. Go run, catch it. See you later, Picker. Yeah, shipping out. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Yeah. All of this stuff. Well, that's an interesting thing to think about. I have a habit of like thinking about these things and just never doing them. So I will definitely, you know, think about that. It's one of those things that there's so much that I would like to do. There's so much that I'd like to do that I wouldn't even say don't have the time for it. It's just prioritizing, right? I have to focus on doing other things that I know would guarantee me X amount of income or something, you know. TP 406 charge boards of Amazon, take them apart and shit, right? You get £20 for £7 off Amazon. I have to have a look at everything, see what the best way of doing it is, and if I even go about and do it. People can help out though. Yeah. It'll be a good like community thing, right? I guess it'd be a really, really good community thing to be able to do. Yeah, the shipping and handling shouldn't really necessarily be an issue, because I guess for something like a PCB, you can stick it in a padded envelope, right? You could stick it in a padded envelope and send it worldwide. What did I fix today? Technically nothing. I mean, I replaced the fan on the PS5 and managed to get it working. I had a PS5 come back to me from eBay. It was a return. Unassembled PCBs are fairly sturdy. Exactly, and it would just be the components, right? In a bag. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna have do some thinky thinks, and I'm gonna end the stream right there. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for all the support. 17 total gifted subs just on Twitch. That doesn't include the 10 that came from Techno earlier and the 5 obviously on Kick as well. So thank you very much for the support. I appreciate you and your faces. I'll be live again most probably on Sunday. Hopefully I'm going to have a little bit more stuff to fix. That's the issue today, and that's the issue in every single stream that I do, is I just don't have enough things to fix. So yeah, nice stream today. Yeah, it's been cool. It's been nice and chilled. Good vibes. Nice and relaxed. No old school RuneScape streams anymore. They're just not worth, as horrible as it is, they're not worth my time. They're not worth my time, unfortunately. I was staying up very late to do those streams, and it just wasn't necessarily worth it. As fun as it was. USB or HDMI tester, both on one board. That's cool, yeah. They were nice while they lasted. Yeah, and it doesn't mean that I'll never do any games on stream again. If I find something that might be a little bit more valuable to people and that they enjoy, then maybe we'll do that. Shop stream instead. Yeah, people like the shopping simulator. That done a lot better. The content of the shopping simulator done a lot better. Yeah. And what else was it that done really good? The horror game. The horror games do well because I absolutely detest them and despise them, and I just don't like them. Like, whose idea was it to even invent horror games? I did say at 1,000 subs I would do a horror game, but obviously, like I said, we're around about 460 at the moment. I'm glad that we are nowhere near in the nicest way possible. Yeah, thank you for watching, Gary. I appreciate you. We'll send you a message for your website or Discord, Philip. Either or. Oh, having trouble with Discord. Yes, my friend. Yeah. Feel free to use the site in that case. Watching your content has really got me into soldering and console repair, so thank you for that. You're more than welcome, Sibba. Thank you. You ready? Guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to love you and leave you. Have a good rest of your Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, then it's the weekend, so lovely jubbly. Enjoy it, and I'll be live on Sunday. Yeah, family time at probably about 5:30, so I've got another hour's or so worth of work. Just going to do some bits, get some, maybe get these consoles up for sale. So if you're interested in a PS5, like the one I've just fixed, I'm probably just going to list it straight back on eBay. So yeah, if you're interested in that, thank you. I appreciate you. I'll see you later. Bye guys. Much love. Ciao for now. Au revoir.